There's a magical place in the universe, and I want to take you guys on a ride there. Go with me to a place where you're happy, where you feel good, where it's exciting and new and different. And you arrive as one person, you arrive in one way, and you leave changed. You leave different than when you came. Whenever I go to this place, I love it. It makes me very happy. My kids love it. This is one of their favorite places to go, and every time we go, they're very, very happy. And when we go there, we go in one way and we come out changed. We come out different every time. That place is the car wash. That's right. I love the car wash, and my kids love the car wash. Kids either love it or they hate it. They're either scared of it or they thoroughly enjoy the car wash. Well, my kids are some that really enjoy it, and I thoroughly enjoy a car wash. So today's embarrassing story is coming to you from a car wash. A couple of years ago, I used to drive this cute little Mini Cooper car. It was a tiny itty bitty little car, and I had a turbo engine. It was super fast. It was a stick shift. I thoroughly enjoyed driving this car. But here's the thing, it was a soft top convertible. So that made it next level fun. I love the wind in my hair, and I just absolutely enjoyed driving this car every single minute that I had it. It was an older Mini Cooper. It wasn't like a brand new car. It wasn't super fancy, but for me, it was awesome and I loved it. It was little and cute and had a convertible top. What more could you ask for? And one day I decided to take my cute little car to the car wash. And I went to one of those drive-through car washes where you pull up and you get on the little track, put your car in neutral, and then it drives you through the car wash, and you go through the water and the soap and the little flappy things that come through and clean your car and all of that. Good fun. My kids love these kind of car washes. But this time I was by myself, and I just was like, oh, on the way home, I'm just gonna hit this car wash. So I pull in there and I roll up the windows and I put the car in neutral. And from where I'm sitting, things are good. I've committed to go in one way. I brought in a dirty car, and I'm going to leave better. I'm going to leave a better car, a better person after this car wash. So I come in, and from where I'm sitting, things are good. I'm in the right place, and I'm going to get the result that I want. And then the water starts. The high power rinse that starts the car wash, that first gets your car wet at the beginning of the thing, turns on full blast, as it always does, as it always should. But here's the thing. In this little old soft top convertible, there is a crack between where the roof connects with the rest of the car, around the entire roof. Are you picking up what I'm putting down here? I can't see it. I didn't know it was there, but the high power spray is now bursting in through this crack in every direction on this tiny car. So imagine you're sitting in your driver's seat and there's a waterfall on 3 sides of you. The water is absolutely dumping over the windshield and coming in from both sides at a horizontal direction. I was just absolutely getting soaked sitting inside my own car. So the water blasts me for a few minutes and I'm in a daze, and then it stops and I'm like, okay, wow, I wasn't expecting that. That was crazy. Here we go. That's okay. We made it through that part. Now we're good. The little spinny things come by and they wipe the sides of my car, and I'm like, okay, we're good to go. And then the high power soap comes and same thing, blasts in from all sides, pouring over the windshield onto my lap. I'm just absolutely getting soaked again, but this time it's bubbles. So now there's like a foam party happening on the inside of my car. It was so crazy. I didn't even know what to do. And here's the craziest part. I had already committed to this thing. I was in the track. I was in neutral, and I'm in the middle of this car wash. There's nothing I can do. I can't jump the track. I can't shift out of the way. I can't just turn around and back up. I'm here. I'm in it. So I just have to ride it out. I'm in neutral, sitting in this car wash, just getting plastered on all sides. So I sit through and wait for the soap to turn off, and then I just sit there in a daze, realizing that, okay, after the soap comes another rinse. You guessed it. A couple minutes later, round 3. And I get dumped on a third and glorious time. Water dumping in on all sides once again around the entire roof of the car. The interior of the car now is absolutely soaked. And if you know anything about cars, that's bad. So I get out of the car wash. We go through the blow dryer thing. which dries the outside of the car, but those aren't made to dry the inside of the car. So I go through and get out of the car wash, and I open my door and I stand up and get out, and I'm seriously dripping water all over. And the car wash attendant that's standing there says to me, "Did you have the top down inside the car wash?" That's how wet I was. He asked me if I had left the top off in the car wash. And I said, no, but turns out these are not made for soft top convertibles, or at least not a 15-year-old one that looks like this. So my car was not made for that car wash. That should have been the end of the story, but it wasn't. And now I have to drive home from the car wash. And as I'm driving, this is a Mini Cooper, so it's a BMW. So the entire dashboard and front of the car is all digital. Do you know what happens when digital things get wet? They go crazy. All of a sudden, the radio clock on the radio, the digital screen just starts going nuts. There's just numbers and things happening, and the radio is just constantly switching, and it won't pick a station, and it can't, and it's just, I don't know. It was wild. The radio starts going crazy. And then my horn starts honking. It starts out like random, like beep, 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 like random. And I'm driving down through town. So there's cars everywhere, and I'm just honking, honking, honking. And then I get out there's a highway between the car wash and my house. And I get out on the highway, and my horn just turns on and does not stop. For a solid, probably 2 or 3 minutes, I'm just all the way down the road. And this is the highway, so I'm passing tons of people, and all of these people are looking at me like, why is she honking at me? And I'm just waving, like, what do you do? I'm pushing the horn to try and get it to stop, and I don't know what to do. Again, feeling that sense of hopelessness, of helplessness, like I was sitting in that car wash, knowing that there was going to be another blast of water coming, and there was nothing I could do because I was already there. Same thing. There's nothing I can do, and this horn is just going to honk, and everyone is going to turn and look at me and wonder what in the heck is wrong with this person. So I'm driving my horn honking, soaking wet Mini Cooper down the road. And the thought comes to me that this is much like many other situations I have found myself in my life. And you have probably found yourself in these situations as well. When you come into something thinking, all right, I'm going to start this, and when I come through it, I'm going to come out the other side changed. That's the whole reason that we go into a lot of the things that we do. It's because we want a different result from what we currently have. We're currently in a dirty car, and we want to come out clean. Seems like a simple enough solution. But then when you get into the process of it, there's just an information overload that comes pounding in on you from all sides, and you feel like you're drowning in information. For example, if you decide, you know what, I'm going to change our family finances. I'm going to sit down and we're going to look at the books, and then we're going to pay off all of our debt and invest and change our family finances. Well, the first two, if you Google fix my finances, the first few searches that are going to come up are going to include books like Dave Ramsey and Rich Dad, Poor Dad, things like that. If you read those two books, Dave Ramsey says, pay off all of your debt first and stay out of debt no matter what you do. Rich Dad, Poor Dad says, leverage debt to invest and use that money to pay off other things. Those are completely opposite. And those are the two top searches. Those are the two top successful ways to change your finances. And they're completely contradictory. You cannot do both of those things. So which one is the right one? You're in the car wash and you're getting overloaded with this information, and you have no idea what to do with it. Not helpful. You're not going to come out on the other side of anything any different other than you're going to be soaking wet and overwhelmed like I was in that silly car wash. Take health, for example. You want to lose 10 pounds. You want to lose weight. Google, how do I lose weight? You're going to see keto diet, which tells you no carbs, high fat. You're going to see Atkins diet, which tells you high fat, no carbs. You're going to see all sorts of diets that are saying low carb, high fat. And then further down the search, you're going to see all these other searches that say high carb. You need those carbohydrates. High carb, low fat. Low fat is the key. And then you're going to see, okay, actually it's calories. And then you're going to see, actually it's macronutrients. And then you're going to see all the same thing. You're going to feel like I did in that driver's seat, getting dumped on from all sides. How in the world are we supposed to make any progress when all the information out there feels like you're drowning in it? I have been there. I have absolutely experienced that. And if you are going through this, no, you are not alone. There is one thing you can do that will solve this problem. There's one thing you can do that will prevent you from having this experience in your life. How could I have avoided getting totally soaked in that car wash? What could I have done before I went into the car wash to change things? I couldn't change the car. I couldn't change myself. I couldn't change any of that. I couldn't change. I mean, I've thought of all of the ways that I could have prevented what happened to me. The only thing that I was missing was the knowledge that there was a crack between my roof and the rest of my car. If I had known that one thing, I would have gone to a different car wash and washed my car a different way. I could have still gotten the same exact result, but it would have taken me $2 and 2 minutes. This presented me, sure, my car did get clean on the outside by the time I went through this process, but there was so much more work that had to be done and so many other negative ramifications because of the way that I had done it, because I'd gone into it not knowing what to expect, not knowing what was right for me and my car. If I had had someone at the front of that car wash come up to me and say, hey, I've driven this car before and I've done this before, and I know that if you go through this car wash, you're going to drown. You're going to get soaked. So try this instead. If I had had someone come up to me and tell me soft top convertibles don't go through driving car washes, wash it yourself, I could have saved myself so much trouble and embarrassment and all the other things that came from honking my horn for 10 minutes. Oh my word, it was crazy. So if I had just had that one person who could see something I couldn't see, or who knew something that I didn't yet know. I know that thing now, but if I had had somebody tell me that before I started, it would have been so much easier. So how do you do that? How do you get someone to tell you what's the right thing for you? How do you get someone to see the cracks that you cannot see? Coaching. Oh my word, you guys, it is such an incredible field. It is such an incredible industry. And there are so many people, good people, who are wanting to help you. Do you feel the power here? There are people who know things that you don't yet know that can help you with what you are trying to accomplish. This is all about you. This is all about you. That's what the entire coaching industry is about, is helping you to see something that you couldn't see by yourself, getting an outside view of what is going on to help you. For example, personal training. A lot of my clients, within the first 2 minutes of working with them, I can tell if they have knee pain, hip pain, back pain. I can tell those things just by the way they hold their body. And within a few minutes, oftentimes I can eliminate that pain by simply shifting the way they position their feet. It takes 0 time, and it absolutely makes all the difference. Same thing with your relationship. If you go to a therapy session and you say, hey, these are all the things that are going wrong, this is what is happening, and this is why we're so stuck here, that therapist can help you to see things differently, to see the cracks that you weren't noticing before that are causing that water to come in and overload you. Maybe you've read a self-help book, or you purchased a course that you're doing on your own and you're getting that information overload. Maybe you're just like, oh my word, there's so much information here. I don't know what I actually need. I highly, highly, highly encourage you to find someone who sees it differently than you do and has experience and expertise in that area, in that arena. I'm not going to present if I'm looking for someone to help me with my business, let's say, I'm not going to present my online personal training and online course business to someone who owns a gym. That person cannot help me. These are two very different things. I'm not going to present I want to lose weight to a bodybuilder, because their goals and their experiences are different than mine. Those are very different things. Maybe that bodybuilder lost weight and then built their muscle separately. So maybe they do have an expertise in there, but you've got to figure out who knows what you need and then get that person to help you. Group coaching programs are great. Courses and all of that other stuff, that helps you figure out exactly what car wash to go to. But that one-to-one guidance. And this doesn't have to be a paid professional even. This can just be someone that you know has gone through the thing that you need help with. For example, depression. There are so many people who have mental health struggles. If you know someone who has had mental health struggles and has overcome them, talk to that person. Hey, you know what? I need somebody to help me with this. What did you do that helped you? And then try those things for yourself. That's the other part of the information overload, is so often we get the information in such huge quantities, we don't ever do anything with it. The options are too expansive, and so we don't know where to go. But if you get that one-to-one help, that one-to-one guidance, whether it's from a friend, a mentor, a professional, someone you pay, someone you trade, whoever it is, get someone to see your exact situation through a lens of experience and expertise, something they know about and that they know how to help you make it work, something that they have done themselves and have studied. A lot of times people just use experience as their guiding factor, and that's good, but your experience is going to be different than their experience. And so by just hearing what exactly they did and following those exact steps, it may not produce the results because your body is different than theirs. Your business is different than theirs. Find someone with both the expertise and the experience. You want someone who knows what they're talking about and who can help you to know what you need. They need to be able to coach more than just themselves. Oftentimes, coaches become a coach because of their own experiences. And that's a good start. You know how to coach you. But if you're going to coach other people, you also need to add that expertise and get that experience and that education, get that information so that you know what water to send their way and where to put it. I needed that water. I needed that soap. I needed those things in order to make my car have the outcome that I wanted for it. But I needed it in certain places in certain ways. Not the way that I got it. It was way too much for me to handle in that situation. And it left me feeling totally helpless. If you've been there, if you have started a health journey and you've researched all the things and you're left feeling overwhelmed and helpless, reach out to me. I would be thrilled to even just do one personal training session. Just one session can open your eyes, help you see the form, help you feel the different things that you need to feel, help you to make those efficient changes. I can see the cracks that you have no idea that are there. Same thing with business coaches. If you need to change something in your business, reach out to someone who you know does a business like yours, who has succeeded and has the expertise to help you succeed. I promise you, one session, even just one session, can be the difference between getting soaked and drowning and completely succeeding. Continuous sessions are obviously going to be the best option for you because they're going to keep you moving in the right direction. Not only is this person going to tell me which car wash to do, but they're going to walk me to the car wash. They're going to help me scrub the windows. They're going to help me dry the wheels. All those things are going to be included in that package. And by the end of that car wash, I'm going to be squeaky, shiny, and clean. And my horn is not going to embarrass me all the way home. So that's how you prevent yourself from getting in those situations. Or if you're already there, it's okay. It's okay to be in the middle of the car wash. Get someone to help you see the things you cannot see, to change the things you didn't realize needed to be changed, and to excel at a far faster rate than you can do by yourself. Maybe this is someone you pay. Maybe this is just someone you know. Maybe this is your best friend who is in the same business or the same health journey as you, or maybe you're working with your spouse on your finances. You both see that and you both get that. Work together and help each other. Obviously, the both of you are in that together. And if you're both sinking and it's not succeeding, then you need outside help, someone to see the outside of your car to find those cracks that the two of you can't see. Ask for help. There are so many great people in this world looking to help you. All you have to do is raise your hand and ask for help. That's my tip for you today. And that is my habit for you today, is for you to go out, make a habit of finding what it is that you want. That's the first thing. If you don't even know that you want a car wash, then this whole thing hasn't begun yet. Do the work so that you know what you want in your life. What do you want? And what needs to change for you to get there? If you don't know what needs to change for you to get there, then bring in someone to help you, someone who knows, someone who is willing and able to help you make those changes. Because if you want it, there's a reason. If it's on your heart and it's something you know would improve your life or the life of your family, it's absolutely going to be worth it. Put in the time, put in the investment, put in the energy, put in the effort, and make it happen. Don't wait any longer. Make it happen. If you want a clean car, you get yourself down to the car wash and have someone tell you which car wash is right for you. You'll be faster excelling out the other side. You will save yourself a ton of pain and stress and extra work. Find someone who can see the cracks and help you to avoid drowning in information. Go out, do the research, find the things, know what you want, and then find someone who can help you to fill in those spaces, to prevent the extra work and help you to be more efficient, more effective, so that you can make a bigger impact with whatever it is that you want. All those things, all those desires on your heart, you deserve them. You deserve to make them happen. And I encourage you to find someone who can help you make them happen faster than you can by yourself, more efficiently than you can, at a broader and more elevated level. That's the power of working with someone else. And then to the other side of that, if you are that person, if you've already been through the car wash, share your expertise. That is embarrassing. Yes, that was embarrassing for me to take that car through that car wash and go through that experience. But because of my experience and because I know how to help people to not do that exact same thing, that's what I spend my time doing. I encourage you to take the things that you know and help other people with it. Be that expert, be that person with the experience that can help other people to change their lives. That is what makes our burdens so worth bearing. When we've done something that's hard and we came out clean on the other side, it makes it so much more worth it when we can share it with others and help them succeed as well. Remember, if you are looking for that business coaching, that one-to-one personal training, or anything in those arenas, if you need to change your habits, whether those are mental health habits, physical health, business habits, you know where to find me, SusieBHabits.com, and I will absolutely help you. Maybe this is one session a month. Maybe this is one session a week. Maybe this is multiple sessions a week, but I am here to help you find those cracks, see what is pouring in on you and keeping you from going where you want to go and doing what you want to do. Don't sit there helpless in neutral. Put your car in drive and make a difference for yourself. Get the help you need to get there faster, get there more efficient, and save yourself the heartache of trying to figure it out and sifting through all of that information. And maybe you will, maybe you won't make it through. Don't put yourself in that situation. Put yourself in a situation where you know you can succeed. I always talk about setting yourself up for success from the beginning. And one of the best ways to do that is to get that personalized help. Even if it's only one session, just get started on the right foot. And then the rest of it, you can keep going from there. If you want to reach out to me and put together one personal training session or one habits coaching session, please, please, please reach out to me. SusieBHabits.com or at SusieBLife on any social media platform. You can find me there, or you can find me here at the Habits and Humor podcast.